Right now on The View from the Bay, new artwork equals instant makeover. Any size, any budget. Lisa Quinn shows you how to find it.
It's amazing how much art can enhance a room, but artwork can be expensive, and it's sometimes hard to find just the right piece, especially if you need a specific size or style. Well, our house doctor, Lisa Quinn, is here to show us an easy way to find the perfect piece of art that's affordable and fits any room in your home. Is this true?
Believe it or not, yes, everybody's excited about art. I think people have a common, a lot of people have the same common problem. They go out and they buy the sofa, they buy the 2 chairs that match, they get the rug, but it's still not finished and they don't know why, and it's usually because of the artwork. It's either a lack of artwork or not really knowing how to put the right pieces on. A lot of the issues are about scale and proportion. Scale is the relationship that the object has in the room. So if you have a great big room with little tiny artwork, it just looks cluttered and mix-matched. And then proportion is how the objects relate to each other in the room. So let's say you've got a big sofa, but you got the tiny picture over that. It still doesn't look right. And it's hard to figure that kind of stuff out. But we hooked up with a great company called Artaissance, and they showed us how to set it all up, make it look right. You can order everything that you see on this next segment on their website. It's very easy to navigate, and they did a wonderful makeover for us, and we're going to show it right now.
Okay, let's check it out.
I'm here with Steve McKenzie, and you're with Artaissance. Now tell me, what exactly is it that you offer your clients? I do know that you work with artwork, and I do know that lots of times people have trouble with scale and proportion and how to hang. So how do you help the customer?
Well, Artaissance is a new endeavor, Lisa, into purchasing art online, with a whole new way to approach that art purchase. You can do it from your home, you could do it in a retailer, but it's a new way to look at art and look at the way people express themselves in their homes.
Exactly. Now what I understand too is that you can order prints, but you can order them any size you want, which I think is the biggest problem. Sometimes people have a huge room like the one we're in right now, they get a little bitty picture and it's lost.
You know, I don't know how often people will say, I love that piece of artwork, but it's not nearly big enough for my sofa. And that is what Artaissance does. It allows you the opportunity to buy art in a scale that works in your room.
All right, well, what if you're just completely design challenged? You have no clue even what you want to do. Is there any opportunity to have someone come out and help?
You know, because you can, with Artaissance, find a retailer in your area to look, you could go in and talk to that retailer and consult with them if you're completely uncomfortable.
And depending on the retailer, there's probably an opportunity that maybe somebody could come out and lay something out for you.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the room we've got right here. This is a beautiful room.
Oh, it's stunning.
It's got amazing architectural detail, high ceilings, big windows, but the artwork is a little scattered.
It's, you know, it's both scattered and very, very small scale for such a large room. This house was built in 1924, and it's stunningly beautiful. It's a craftsman, but they're just kind of ordinary artwork picked up at a local store or something and hung on the wall.
A few family portraits.
The portraits are nice over there, but, you know, even those aren't arranged in a way that it's cohesive. And I think there's a lot of opportunity to express themselves. I think the homeowner, in talking with her, is ready to move beyond kind of having the kids play in this room. The kids are getting a little older. It's time to grow up.
And have a little dinner party in here, a little cocktail party, something like that?
Exactly.
So what I understand is that we're lucky enough to have you come in. You're going to sort of make over this room just using art and some small accessories.
That's exactly right.
Huge changes?
Just Artaissance art will make a big difference in this room.
All right, I cannot wait to see what you're going to do.
It's going to be really fun.
Steve, I am just astounded that so much change can be made in a room just using artwork. It looks amazing in here.
You know, that's what we're so excited about with Artaissance. If art is bought to the scale of the room, it can make a huge transformation, even with your same furnishings.
Yeah, it makes everything look richer and more elegant in here. And I would like to discuss scale for a minute, because this painting back here is huge. I think it works so well in the size of this room and in proportion to the furnishings. How big is this one?
You know, that's about 80 inches wide and about 54 inches tall, but the scale I thought worked very well in this room.
But you can also, the great thing about Artaissance is you can get that very same painting in just about any size.
Oh, that's right, Lisa. You could get it down to 10 inches if you wanted to in width. I mean, whatever works for your space, that's what Artaissance is for.
Well, and what I also like that you've done here is, this is obviously a very modern painting, but you've mixed it with what looks like some botanicals, and you've got some kind of French-looking paintings and things like that. You've really mixed it well, but it still all goes together.
It does, and we were trying to tell a story. This is a very young family with a beautifully old home. And so you'll notice even with this contemporary piece, what we've got here is kind of that old world Medici in a very contemporary fashion. So we tried to create a dialogue between the age of the house and the lifestyle of the owner. And I think that's an important element when decorating. Your art doesn't have to match your sofa. You know, it's about collecting over time.
Exactly. And you know what I like too is that we did have this corner over here where they had a few collections of their own. You were able to maintain that, and you just kind of evened it out a bit by adding a few more paintings. These little ballerina prints are adorable.
Well, thank you. You know, it's important you live with what you love, and they loved those pieces. So we just took a common colored mat and frame and spread out the hanging a little bit, and then added those ballerinas because their daughter loves ballet.
And that's
we
so
thought that
sweet.
Worked in, and it
Well,
just
she lives here too, so
exactly,
she
it's part of her life.
All right, Steve, so here's the million-dollar question. How much did all this cost?
You know, that's the beauty of Artaissance. We did all 13 pieces of art for under $4,000.
Oh, wow. You know, you can buy one painting for $4,000, especially the big framed pieces.
No, exactly. The scale of the art is great, and all that for under $4,000.
So people could probably go on your website and they could see everything, they could sort of budget everything even before they made the purchase.
That's absolutely the case. You can instantly size it and see the price of the art on Artaissance.
Well, Steve, I think the room speaks for itself. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
So cute.
That's pretty cool.
It'd be great to have Artaissance come to my home and do something.
Well, listen, so funny you should say that because Artaissance is having a great sweepstakes. It's called, and I want to make sure I get this right, Life is One Big Canvas Contest. And you can go to artaissance.com. We'll put their website on our website. But they're going to give away a $10,000 art makeover.
Wow.
And they'll come do it. It's not like just a gift card. They'll actually send their crew out and totally redo your whole house. I mean, for 10 grand, you could get a lot of artwork.
And what about for those of us who aren't lucky enough to win that contest? What do we do?
Some real quick tips. Generally, a few larger pieces are better than a scattering of kind of mixed match small ones. But if you do have a lot of family portraits or something that you do want to put on the wall, if you can just find kind of a running theme, like keep them all in the same color frame, same color mat, and put them in an organized manner, it always looks a lot better. And stay away from posters. No posters.
No posters.
You know, maybe old vintage movie posters, but frame those too. Don't tack them onto the wall.
Right,
Yeah, that's
gotcha.
easy. Okay, Lisa,
Thanks, Lisa.
thanks for your tips. We always love having you.
Absolutely.
Love to be here.